What's up? Welcome to Apollo's Temple, and we finna prove that the Black Americans are actually the Native Americans. All right. So first, I'm Creek and Blackfoot. And according to the local public square, the forced removal of the Southeast Indians' native lands are what created the slave plantations. So all black people they say are from the South, even from New York, Philly, all that areas. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Um, this only appeared about 30 years before the Civil War. 1830 Indian Removal Act started creating the plantations. That's what that was about, creating plantations. Um, Before this time, America went around the continent killing as many of our people as possible in order to create their borders and their plantations. Okay, to correct their borders, then the Removal Act created the plantations. Um, so from that time, um, they say Nat Turner was the only successful slave revolt, which is a lie because Nat Turner was 1831 after the Indian Removal Act. But the Seminole War was going on 1817. Okay, so Seminole was a Seminole named by the Spanish, which was a runaway slave who was welcomed into Florida because Florida abolished slavery to Spain. Abolished slavery 200 years before the Civil War started. So at this time, there were a lot of blacks living amongst Indians in in the south of Florida. Um, Also, you gotta look. Like I said, Mansa Musa was already here. We were here hundreds of thousands of years before. We have the Olmecs. There was just a big same thing as NATO. You know what I'm saying? But the Seminole War was the most important thing because technically Harriet Tubman would be a Seminole. You know what I'm saying? She was someone who escaped slavery and came back and was raiding the plantations. Now that was one person who got 300 people. So there's 300 people on a plantation, and you have 10, 20, 50, different bands of, warriors going to plantations and killing the slave masters in the house and freeing all 200 people at a time. Eventually that turns into 1,000. You know what I'm saying? That's militia. This is what was happening. Go look up what happened in St. Augustine, Florida on Christmas by the Seminoles. You know what I'm saying? Osceola, the face of the, Florida State Seminole, he was technically a black man. You know what I'm saying? One drop of blood, African blood, you're technically African, bro. Go look it up, and this is American standards. So, with that being said, they killed a city full of white people. This is rituals. This is how they celebrated in Florida at that time, and this is why the Seminole War started because at first the natives in Florida, even blacks living peacefully amongst Hispaniards and there were white Spanishmen. They were actually peaceful. It was coexistence. They had a conflicts, but then it was peaceful. They traded with the Spanish, so there was no wars. But then when an American white man comes up and starts war with the Spain and then starts killing our people to try to take our land and actually taking people who they claim were Africans into slavery. This is proof that we did not come from Africa. You know what I'm saying? They were just claiming anybody with dark skin, and we know 70% of the Cherokees, they were put into slavery for having dark skin. You know what I'm saying? So what does that tell you about everybody else south of North Carolina? You know what I'm saying? Like, the darker you get. So with that being said, we are from here. Go look up the details of the Seminole War. You did, bro. All you had to do was not be white, and you were considered a black person, and you were put into slavery. So, Seminole War is the story that was never taught, but it's brought to light now. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Godhood, Apollo's Temple.